Hey.
Oh. Any luck?
Courtney, fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, always the joker. Did you find somebody?
I gave a bum over there $5 to make the delivery.
What? Wait, are you a crazy person, Frank? That PI is going to be handing some bum $100,000 for a fake painting? What if the guy runs away with the money?
Relax, would you? He doesn't even know what's in the briefcase he's picking up. Don't worry. Our new partner can't wait to spend his $5 bill on a bottle of gin.
Can you imagine the look on Chris's face when he realizes he got the shaft?
Taking Chris's money is only the beginning. He owes me for my job, my reputation, for stringing me out on DL 56. I could spend the rest of my life making Chris pay for what he has done to me.
And I'm gonna stay out of sight. If whoever's been bugging my apartment sees me, they'll know this is a setup.
Hey, Chris, you want me to hold him after we make the transaction?
No. Now let's let the amateur spy or spies go for now. I need to know exactly who I'm dealing with before I can make my next move. Damn.
What is it?
I've been spotted. Get out of here.
Damn.
Watch it. What's your problem?
I've just been made. Ramsey saw me. He's coming over.
So what do we do?
I'll stall him. You figure out a way to get us out of this.
Me? Frank, no.
I thought you said that Smooth was your middle name. Do something.
Well, you must be about the busiest doctor on the eastern seaboard. No witty retort? You must really be tired.
Sebastian Dupree came into the ER last night, and he is very sick.
Sorry to hear that. Has anyone called Ellen?
She's probably with him right now. You know, the life you live, even if it's for one day, always catches up to you.
Fate never takes prisoners, does it?
Call it fate, call it karma, call it destiny.
Can we call it crazy? You want me to go to New Orleans with you?
Look on the bright side. It won't be for long. I'm dying here.
I don't find that funny, Sebastian.
Life is sweet and it's short. Now, it would be a shame for us not to take advantage of everything it has to offer to us. I want to spend my last days with you.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you haven't said no, so that means you're at least thinking about it, right?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
Do you know what this feels like?
I have no idea.
It feels like we're in high school, and my boyfriend's walking me to my next class.
Oh, well, I hope that's a good thing.
Oh, it's definitely a good thing. However, I have this strange feeling that I'm not the only reason you're here at the hospital today.
Seeing you is incentive to go anywhere. But you're right, I'm here on business.
Aha. So what's up?
Remember I told you I went to see Julie at Ferncliff the other day?
Yeah, and she asked you to start treating her again. Being the brave soul that you are, you agreed to do it. That still doesn't explain why you're here.
I have a meeting with Gail. We're going to go over the notes she made while she was treating Julie. They didn't work together for very long, but I'd like to be as prepared as possible before I get started.
You know, Julie is very fortunate that you agreed to start treating her again, especially after everything she's done. But just do me a favor. Watch your back when you're around her, okay?
I don't know why, but I just like it when you show concern for me.
Yeah, well, I'd hate to lose you. Because that would mean I'd have to go out and find another roommate.
And that's what I love about you, all that selfless regard for me.
What else do you love about me?
I'll tell you tonight, but only if you make me a promise.
Your wish is my command.
Try to get a couple of hours sleep in the on-call room today. If you keep working like this, you'll only make yourself sick, please.
I will try and get some rest.
Thank you.
It's just not very easy when you have a patient that is hanging on to life by a thread. Speaking of which, I should go check on Sebastian. Thanks for coming to find me. I'll see you later.
Okay. Whoa, incoming. You all right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kevin. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going.
Well, that's understandable. I just had coffee with Eve. She told me you had quite a night taking care of Sebastian.
He's stable for right now, but he doesn't have a lot of time left.
How's he handling it?
Well, his spirits are up. It's remarkable. He wants to make the most of whatever time he has.
How does he plan to do that?
Kevin, Sebastian has asked me to go back to New Orleans with him.
So asking you to go back to New Orleans is a dying man's last wish.
Yes.
Are you considering it?
Yeah. It would make me horrible.
The man is dying. It doesn't surprise me that you'd have compassion for him. Is compassion all you feel?
I have no idea what I feel. Sebastian and I, we have this connection. I am so aware of that, but I know beyond a doubt that I love Matt.
Have you spoken to Matt yet?
No, not yet. I won't until I make a decision.
Any conclusions so far?
That flying off with Sebastian would be the most irresponsible thing I've ever done.
And on the other hand?
Something deep inside is pushing me to go. You better be putting that shirt on because you're modest.
How about if I'm ready to leave?
I don't think that's such a good idea. I just got your latest test results back, and I'm afraid that I don't have...
Doc, please. Me and bad news, we don't mix. It's very evident what's happening inside of my body, and I don't think I need any more updates.
Well, that's understandable. However, I feel that it's...
I tell you what, why don't you give me a piece of paper, and I'm going to stick a sign on my back that says, good news or bust.
You better stop amazing me, Mr. Dupree.
Why don't you blame it on the power of positive thinking? I don't have time to dwell on things I can't change.
So where are you going to go?
Now, I'm going home to New Orleans.
Listen, I'm sorry that things didn't work out in Port Charles the way you had hoped.
Well, that might be one aspect of my life that I can change.
How so?
By convincing Ellen to come back with me. You don't seem too pleased.
Her boyfriend, Matt Harmon, is a friend of mine. And so is Ellen. And what you're asking her to do, it's not fair.
I met Ellen for only one day. And yet she changed my entire life. And for the last 10 years, I've been living with the hope that I might be able to fulfill the promise of that day.
With all due respect, Sebastian, that sounds beautiful. But considering the lives of the other people involved, what you're doing now just seems selfish.
I may not be on this earth 2 weeks from now, Dr. Lynn. And if you had one chance at something this special, would you just walk away without even trying to hold on to it?
What's up, Ramsey? You watching the birds or waiting for some little kid to walk by so you can steal her ice cream cone?
Gee, Frank, you know, since I made all that money with Lance Pharmaceuticals, I don't have to do that sort of thing anymore.
Shouldn't you be at the hospital misdiagnosing patients?
I like a nice walk in the park before work. You know, it clears the head. What are you doing here? Oh, wait, I know. This is a hot drug spot, isn't it? I bet you got yourself a sideline gig dealing, huh?
Shoving drugs into people is your business, not mine.
Then you must be here to buy. Remember how edgy you can get without a fix.
Those were the days, huh? Remember how I used to kick your butt all the time? You know, I miss those workouts.
You still haven't answered my question, Frank. What are you doing here?
What business is it of yours why I'm here?
It just seems a little odd finding you lurking in the bushes in broad daylight. What are you up to?
Frank, oh gosh, there you are. I told you to meet us by the baseball diamond.
I got sidetracked. Hey, Neil.
Hi, Uncle Frank. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going, Neil?
Chris, I'm surprised to see you here.
Oh, likewise.
Well, Neil and Frank are supposed to play catch.
Ready to play ball?
Sure. Hey, Chris, do you want to join us?
Oh, and bruise those delicate surgeon's fingers? Heaven forbid.
Thanks anyway. Listen, I wouldn't hang around with this guy too much. There's no telling what Frankenstein may be up to.
Last one there's a rotten egg. Let's go. Okay.
What exactly does Sebastian want from you?
He wants us to have a chance to get to know each other.
But something's held you back.
You know, when we discussed this before, you made me see that just thinking about Sebastian is not a betrayal to Matt. But acting on those thoughts, it's a whole different story.
But maybe we're not giving Matt enough credit. Maybe he'll understand the extraordinary circumstances, but you won't know that until you come clean with him.
But what if I decide I don't want to go? Then just telling Matt that I even considered it would just make a mess. I know he feels threatened by Sebastian.
So Matt won't take it well either way, and you're sure of that?
He won't. And I don't want to say no to Sebastian out of guilt to Matt. It's too important. I want this decision to be my own.
This would be a whole lot easier if someone were in the wrong, but that's just not the way it is.
Obviously, I've got a whole lot of thinking to do. Listen, I know that this is a given, but I need this to stay just between you and me.
Of course. I won't tell anyone.
Now what are you eating?
I got sprouts and soy cheese, a little mustard on whole wheat.
Yuck. Rabbit food.
Oh, come on. Don't knock it till you tried it. Hey, Eve, what's the latest on Sebastian?
Oh. Medically, not good. But psychologically, the guy's about as chipper as a Saturday morning cartoon. He feels he has a lot to live for.
Yeah, Ellen belongs in that category, I'm sure. Look, none of us have had much experience dealing with terminal patients, so treating him, it must be difficult for you.
It is difficult. It's damn difficult, especially when there's... I just wish I could give him more time.
I'm sorry the guy's dying, but I don't like him using that as leverage when it comes to Ellen. It's tearing her apart.
Yeah, it must be very difficult.
I mean, Sebastian, you know, he has one day with her 10 years ago, and he turns it into this big romance? That's bogus. Ellen has a life here. What, now she's supposed to just drop it all because some guy decides to find her? You know, I'm going to be happy when he leaves.
Matt. This may come back to bite me in the butt, but I have to be able to look you in the eye.
Sounds ominous.
Doctor-patient-wise, I have honored my oath when it's come to Sebastian's medical condition. But confidentiality goes out the window when his personal life may have a major effect on a friend of mine.
Well, just spit it out, Eve.
Sebastian told me that he has asked Ellen to go to New Orleans with him.
She'll never go.
Well, he also told me that she's considering the offer.
Dr. Birch to OR. Dr. Stephen Birch to OR.
Hey.
Hi.
The nurse told me you were here. I think you really need to get out more.
Yeah, well, I was considering hooking myself up to a triple espresso IV, but they won't let me do it here.
Yeah, hospital policies. Have you tried toothpicks under the eyelids?
Yeah, I tried those, but they kept breaking in half every time my eyelids would slam shut. How was your meeting with Gail?
Short, but it was productive. Working with Julie is going to be a challenge.
If anyone is up for a challenge, it's you.
You know something, Lambert? You're not bad for a man's ego, even when you're dead tired.
Oh, gosh. I wish I could go home with you. This place is sucking me dry, physically and emotionally.
Sebastian's not getting any better.
Well, it's not just his medical condition I'm involved with. Somehow I found myself smack dab in the middle of his personal life.
I thought you said Sebastian was handling his illness as well as can be expected.
Oh, he is. Oh, you have no idea. The man has his whole life worked out. And everything boils down to his relationship to Ellen. He's asked her to fly back to New Orleans with him. And he told me she's actually considering it. But has anyone bothered telling Matt?
I'm sure the two of them can work it out.
Well, I didn't want Matt to have to wait for his place at the table, so I told him. What? What's that look for?
That's surprise. Eve, I know how much you hate people interfering in your personal life, but that doesn't stop you from interfering in theirs.
Wait a minute. I'm not interfering, okay? Matt is my friend. I don't want him thinking everything's hunky-dory when it's not.
I understand your line of reasoning. But this is between Ellen and Matt. Ellen should be the one to decide on how to approach Matt.
Kevin, I didn't tell Matt a secret, okay? When the subject came up, I felt he had a right to know.
Wouldn't you feel cheated if someone else told me about your history with DV?
Where did that come from? This is completely different.
Not from where I stand. I can relate to Matt's position. But I also respect your right to privacy. I wouldn't want to hear the truth from anyone else but you. Now, shouldn't Ellen be afforded the same courtesy?
I didn't do it to hurt Ellen. She's my friend, too. But Matt's headed for a fall, and I can't let that happen. I realize it's partly my fault, and I...
Wait a minute. Wait. Back up. How are you responsible for anything that happens between Sebastian and Ellen?
Well, I'm not ultimately responsible, but I am the one who encouraged Ellen to give Sebastian a second chance. Not romantically, just as friends. Ellen was blowing him off, and at the time, I was the only one who knew that he was sick. So I stuck my big fat nose in there and told her what a great guy Sebastian was. And now look what happened.
You couldn't possibly have imagined it would turn out the way it has.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm not trying to backstab Ellen. I just want to protect Matt.
I know your heart was in the right place. But do you have any idea what kind of a jam you may have gotten Ellen into?
Dr. Morager to ICU. Dr. Randy Morager to ICU.
Hey. You look pooped. Can I get you a cup of this?
Did you buy your ticket yet?
My ticket?
To New Orleans?
How did you know about that?
Well, obviously not from you. Are you going?
I haven't made my decision yet.
So, flying away with Sebastian, that falls within the realm of possibility, Ellen?
Part of me was considering it.
What part of you considered telling me?
If I decided not to go, I'm not sure I ever would have told you.
What about all those conversations we had, Ellen, about living honestly? With no secrets?
I want that too, but I cannot see the point in us hurting each other for no reason.
Listen, I know how Sebastian feels about you. What I want to know from you is whether or not this trip would be strictly platonic from your point of view.
Matt, I am so confused about everything that has happened. I am just trying to handle it the best way I know how.
Ellen, you know what? You didn't answer my question. Well, I guess that is my answer. I have work to do.
Matt, please wait. Matt!
Did Chris come home yet?
I haven't heard a thing. Did you find anything out?
I trailed Chris's PI halfway across this town. The guy didn't meet anyone. No money ever exchanged hands. He never took possession of a painting. Nothing.
That was a close call at the park, Frank.
Using Neil as the cover was a great idea.
Don't thank me. I hated doing it. I had to run home to get Neil. I had to lie to my own son.
All for a good cause. Chris seemed to buy it.
No, Nothing is as it seems with Chris Ramsey. I know his style. He's onto us, Frank.
Sorry the plan got botched. I thought the park setup would work.
It's okay. Don't sweat it.
But the mark wasn't there to make the exchange. You don't know who bugged you.
They showed their faces, all right. The only one who had any reason being within 100 yards of that area of the park is the person, or shall I say persons, who bugged my apartment. Trust me, I know exactly who we're dealing with.
Saturday, a man has to identify 30 different flavors of ice cream for $25,000. Could you do it? Watch The Big Moment, ABC Saturday. Chat with All My Children's Susan Bucci tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern at abc.com.